Hello, good afternoon. My name is Hamza. I'm a Grandmaster Kled mid player that has a 75% win rate. And this is going to be my guide to kind of walk you through how I play Kled mid, or how I would recommend other people play Kled mid. So first things first, we want to talk about items. Items, I go core 1 is Profane Hydra, Eclipse into Sundered Sky. I go Sundered Sky more for the healing aspect instead of the damage aspect. A lot of people take Sundered Sky and kind of think it's bad because it doesn't really do damage. I think it's good, not for the damage, but more for the healing. It helps a lot in team fights, helps a lot in just duels, helps a lot in everything. For the Profane Hydra build, I would recommend going Brutalizer first instead of Tiamat, because you're mostly playing this build for solo kills, you're mostly playing this build for a lead early, so Brutalizer really gives Kled that, just the lethality, the AD, the ability haste. It gives him everything he really needs in a fight, instead of, like, shoving for roams. I would go this into easy matchups. I would go this into matchups that I'm ahead in. Like, in any matchup that I'm ahead in, I go this. If I'm in a good matchup and I'm not ahead, I would still go this. For example, Galio. If I'm not ahead, like 5-0, I would still go this, because it's really good against Galio. It's really good against Takali, really good against Talon, really good against Gangplank, stuff that wants to one-shot you, but is also melee, so you can one-shot that. Ravenous Hydra is more of a sustain build. I would go this into matchups that poke you, matchups that want to get your skull off from a far range that you can't really touch them. Victor, Anivia, Seraphine, Syndra, Oriana, stuff like that. The reason I don't go an HP item as the other two builds that you see in front of you is because the healing aspect and the shield aspect from Eclipse kinda replaces that, and you don't really need to, get HP as well. More of, you need more damage. You need more one-shot ability because you don't have Profane Hydra in the build. You need more, healing reduction, armor pen, all of that. Because you also don't have lethality, so armor pen is really good here. For Stride Breaker, I sometimes change the middle item from Sundered Sky to Black Cleaver, depending on how ahead I am and how ahead my team is. If I'm behind, I will go Black Cleaver. I'm playing for my team. I'm playing for, I'm playing for them more. So, I would go this into matchups that are hard to catch, that stun you and just run away really fast. Stun you, then dash away. Stun you and fear you away. Something like that. You need to catch them, and it's hard to catch them. If you're against something like Jhin, if you're against something like Jax, Singed, something that you need to slow them and you need more movement speed yourself, I would go Stride Breaker every game. The items you see below are the items I go after third item. First thing you're going to notice is most of these items aren't damage items like the core. It's because you don't really play for Kled's late game, so you build more so you survive and you can frontline, instead of building for, oh, I want to do more damage. Because Kled's late game isn't good. It's not desirable. Most games I play, I don't even reach fourth item, because I want to end the game fast. I want to get a lead, I want to get the grubs, I want to get the Rift Herald, I want to just finish the game fast. Next up is runes. I go Conquer, Triumph, Alacrity instead of Tenacity, more so because Kled utilizes attack speed a lot better than Tenacity, and because you don't need more than 30% Tenacity on any champion, in my opinion. Like, if you need Tenacity in this game, just go Merchants, because Tabi, if you need both Tenacity and Tabi, I would just recommend going early Iron Pots, and instead of HP, 10% Tenacity. It makes up for it. For matchups, I won't really delve into them that deep. You can go ahead and pause the video here and just see them for yourself. For laning, the early game for laning from levels 1 to 3, when you're level 1 and 2, you want to give up minions. You want to not be losing Scarl, because if you lose Scarl early, you lose the game. You lose pressure mid, you lose prio mid, you lose everything. You need to give minions, you just need to get the XP. Into matchups that I can't go Profane Hydra, I always go Tiamat first, because when you go Tiamat first, you just shove the wave and you roam. Because matchups that I don't go Profane Hydra into are matchups that are difficult, are matchups that I don't want to be in lane, so I want to be more proactive on the map. I want to help my jungler get grubs. I want to help my jungler get dragon. I want to help my jungler counter invade and make the enemy jungler behind. I want to get control over the map. I want to get my bot lane ahead. I want to help my support roam on timers. I want to get my top lane ahead. I want to help my top lane like dive, because Kled is the best diver in the game, in my opinion. So if you have 6 and you see that your top lane is pushing in, you can go top lane, ult top lane, get a free dive. Would be mid game. My personal playstyle after a certain point in the game is just stop farming. If bot lane has first tower, let them mid lane go bot lane, or just hover them mid lane. Because a lot of the time when you hover them mid lane and they're playing something like Zac, Rengar, Kha'Zix, they want to catch out the ADC, you can ult and peel them and just be there for them. And you can catch out a non-expecting opponent. If they don't have first tower bot lane, you want to go bot, help them with the first tower, make sure you get like grubs to help them with the first tower, make sure you just auto the tower with them. So like, it doesn't really matter about the gold from the tower at that point, it matters more so on the impact of the map. So you can get your bot lane mid lane instead of bot lane, and let them get mid tower as well. Because you're not really going for towers on Kled, you're going for more shove, you're going for more fight, you're going for more go on the river, move to dragon, move to grubs, move to top lane, move to bot lane. You save your tower most of the time for your bot lane. You want to get your bot lane ahead. You want to get everyone in the game ahead, including you. Last piece of advice I would have is ult pathing, which is the only bit on mechanics I'll cover, because I can't really tell you how to play the champion. You have to play the champion yourself, and you have to get experience, you have to get used to it, you know, yada yada yada. On ult pathing, a lot of people, even Grandmaster, even Challenger Kleds, they ult where they think they'll be in 2 seconds, in 5 seconds maybe. They don't ult where they think they'll be like a minute from now, maybe 30 seconds from now from the roam, because your ulti takes about 7 seconds to go. So when you're seeing someone like in the middle of the lane and bot lane, and you're like, I wanna go roam, you most of the time should be ulting near their tower, not in the middle of the lane, not where you think they'll be, like, oh, they're gonna go to the alcove. You want to be behind them, because most of the time, if they go to the river, they're gonna run into the jungler, or they're gonna run into the support that's also sandwiching them. If they go to the alcove, you could just catch them out for free. And if they go back to their tower, which is what 90% of players do, you're gonna be there and you're gonna stop them. That's your job. That's your job as Kled, to be a zoning machine when you roam. Your job is also to kill people, because you do a whole lot of damage early game, but also if you zone people with your ulti, they don't have counterplay. They can't do anything. That's my last bit of advice I would give. If you have any questions, please message me on Twitter or Discord, whichever one you prefer. And that'll be all from me. Bye-bye.